Hi, this is Laura Turner, and today I'm going to talk with you about how to write a cartoon script. We're going to talk about today writing a cartoon script versus writing a storyboard, which is a drawing of the things that happen in a cartoon. So first of all, when you're thinking about writing your cartoon script, of course, is it going to be a full-length feature or is it going to be short? And then think about where are you going to set this. If you're making a cartoon, you can have free range to put your story in wherever you want, because you don't actually have to make the place, rather than, of course you have to draw it, but you don't have to make it. So think about an exotic or interesting setting that lends itself to animation. Can you set it in the jungle? Can you set it under the sea, The Little Mermaid? Can you do things that you can't do easily in real life film, and where can that place be? Next, create a variety of characters with different body types and voices. Cartoons are a visual experience, and for kids, at least for me, whenever I watch my old favorite cartoons, I always notice the voices stick out to me. I remember those voices, those character voices, and the voices go along with the little person or the body that is displayed, or the animal in many cases. So think about creating a wide variety of characters that can have interesting voices put to them. So don't just, have one type. Next, choose what kind of animals or people these characters will be and what their inherent qualities are. Think about going against the type of animal or person that you're portraying, which actually will give your cartoon a little bit of sentimental, nicety. As in Ratatouille, we have a rat. We always think of rats. This is one of the points of the movie, is that we always think of rats as dirty little nasty animals, right? But Remy the rat in Ratatouille actually is a very hygienic rat, and he wants to cook good meals for people. So think about going against type. What makes this animal, human-like, and what makes them, stick out among the other animals that you could write about. And finally, don't be afraid to deal with real-life themes. Don't feel as though if you're writing a cartoon that you have to make it saccharine and sweet, and that everything has to be sort of laid out in a very happy way. The films that I remember from being a kid are usually the ones that deal with things, like for example in The Land Before Time, deals with the death of a mother figure, which is one of the first times that I ever encountered that as a child. And so I remember this a lot more than I would remember things that just sort of coat things over, like My Little Pony, stuff like that. Just kind of coat things over. So if you really want to elevate your cartoon into something more than just a cartoon, incorporate these real life themes. And of course, make sure it all adds up to a real experience for kids and adults alike. And those are just some tips for writing your cartoon script.